Hey guys, welcome to Life in Pink. Alright you guys, before we get started, I want to go ahead and state that everything in this video and my others are alleged facts based on the information the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville puts out there on their own, on the show and on the social media accounts, as well as Arrione Curry. And this is just me simply reacting to different scenarios that the cast put out there. Alright, let's get started. Alright you guys, is Mr. Father of the Year himself, Martell Holt, treating the MnM kids different than he does his son with Arrione? Well, that's what she's alleging. Via her Instagram story, she's alleging that Martell said Knox, aka Maverick, is way different, which is why he doesn't want to get him every other week like he does the quote-unquote others, in her words. He posted, "And I'm not changing my son's name to Maverick. Stop calling him that. His name is Knox. He's way different from the others, hence why you told me you don't want him every other week like you get the others." She went on to say, "Ladies, never have a baby by a married man. Let me be your example. Someone had to be it. I own my SHIT. Now what?" Okay, so let me just state the fact that she can say out her mouth that Martell treats her baby differently than his others and then turn around and still let him have access to her body is literally beyond me. Like, that's next level pitiful, in my opinion. And you know what? That's very unfortunate because every child deserves loving parents who dote on them, but instead Knox is allegedly getting the short end of the stick. But you know what? Knox is different than the MnM kids, but that's literally just because of the different parenting styles in the two separate households. The difference is their mothers, so they aren't being raised the same, obviously. And those are two completely different women. And not for nothing, we as viewers already suspected Knox was being treated differently because he didn't want a family with you, sis. She made the decision to have a baby by a married man even after he encouraged her to terminate the pregnancy like she's alleged she's done before. And yes, it is her body, her choice, but there are also consequences. It may sound harsh or it may be harsh, but she's living in the results of her consequences of her actions. She's old enough to know better. At 32 years old, she is a grown woman with 2 kids and was a willing participant. Took every chance she got to rub her situation with Martell, then married man, in Melanie's face. But now she wants to play victim, and I am not buying it. What she thought was by running away his then wife Melody, that she would be the new Mrs. Holt, and she believed his lies of him being the brains behind everything. So she thought she was going to be living high on the hog, and now seeing that Martell is parading around these social media streets with a quote-unquote old bitch, as she said, was a huge gut punch, in my opinion, to her heart and her ego. Martell is probably over there telling Shari that Arrione is obsessed with him and crazy, all types of other stuff, and then here she goes over there playing the part, shaking my head, attacking Shari like she did Melody for years when both have paid her dust. Newsflash, sis. His ex-wife and new girlfriend aren't the issue here. Your second baby daddy is. And then in another post, she said she hopes that his 3 daughters doesn't run into a man like him. Girl, you didn't give a dang on about them 3 daughters when you were proudly boasting about the part you played in breaking up a home. Their home. You literally reveled in their misery because you thought you were getting what you wanted. So don't sit up here and bring them up now as though you are concerned or you wish the best for them. And Arrione ain't fooling me. She's not done like she said. She's blasting receipts to send a message to Shari, and for that reason only. These are the same antics she pulled on Mel, trying to taunt her and harass her into leaving Martell. And like I said in the other video, I would not be surprised if she pulled the getting pregnant card again to really scare Shari off and any other woman away. I sincerely hope she gets the healing needed for her to move on from Martell and their cycle of toxicity. And maybe she should just move back to Ohio. You know what, this is just my unsolicited advice, but just go ahead and bow out gracefully from this point on, Arrione, and really move on. Focus on your kids, your mental health, and pushing yourself as a social media influencer so you can get to the bag. But you know what? Then again, for all we know, Shari, Martell, and Arrione are in this together. Like, Arrione rants seem to bring more attention to Martell and Shari being together. And it gets people interested, more people invested in their storylines, etc. So, I don't know. We'll see. But you guys drop down in the comments and let me know what your 2 cents are. Also, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!